Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones setup for today. So, as we expected yesterday, big level in this area. It's quite a few areas that you would need to be paying attention to. We tried to build a base above it, but we then sort of fell below it. Key thing here is that we're still ever so slightly making these higher lows. And then you have that forming, and we'll look at this on the lower time frame. But if you look at the oscillators here, this is lining up for a bearish move. So in other words, another move down, starting to cross over all the moving averages now as well. So that's something that you do need to pay attention to here. If you drop down to the 3 hour, we've already crossed over. We're already pointing down, but now we are separating for a bullish move. But we're in amongst the moving averages, so I wouldn't pay too much attention to that. I think you definitely are looking to recapture this zone before you start looking at longs. And you drill down to the hour, nothing really changes, just more volatility yesterday, as you can see. Big down, big up. In amongst the moving averages, nothing really you want to be trading. And now you see this megaphone formation, but you could also just argue that that's bottom of range. Get rid of the diagonals, because the diagonals are more often wrong than right, and trade it accordingly. If we break below the low of yesterday at 39,251 and retest, then there's definitely more downside coming. You'll have a bigger diagonal support line, which is bottom of the bigger channel, that would come into play. So that would be where you take profit. Or alternatively, you're looking for a break and retest above the high of yesterday, and that is 39,657 before you start looking for something. So that's kind of my view on this at the moment. I think you need to be very, very cautious. Whenever we are this volatile and above and below moving averages like this, it's just complete confusion. So I would wait for the structure, and I'm leaning towards the upside. There's a whole lot of economic data coming out, so obviously we need to wait for that. I think there's been enough of a correction to the downside at the moment for us to warrant looking for an opportunity to get into the upside. But nevertheless, in saying that, remember this was a double top, so we could be rejecting this area for a move down. And if you look at this on the daily, it's 2 range bars, so we definitely need to wait for the range. We do have a crossover the moving averages here as well. So there is merit for a bearish setup, and there's also merit for a bullish setup on the lower time frame. So we need to wait for one of them to start setting itself up and indicating which way it's going, and then we can jump in on it. But I strongly suspect we're going to be moving up, to be honest. I don't think there's too much support down here for us to panic and worry about the market crashing right now. Anyway, that's kind of my view for today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.